G'day guys, Zuby here with another Monster Hunter World video. This will most likely be the last. I just want to go over my stats and of course I got the platinum and talk about the plat for Monster Hunter World. So just first get in my guild card. So here is my guild card. I'm level 186 in the game. I don't know what the unity actually means, but that's quite nice. See, sometimes people have quite a bit of unity points. Says not a member of any squads. Okay. So equipment wise, I've been rocking the fire and ice blades for quite a while now, especially when I was doing mostly solo kills to get the plat. The gear set I have is a mixed gear set. It's pretty much just the earplugs set that most people use. So I will pretty much use just the earplug set, but just use different weapons or some of the items depending on what I have to kill. My quest completed is low rank 79, high rank 196. Investigation 632, and of course quest arenas only 50 because that's what you need for the plat. For the weapon usage, as you can see, dual blades and mouster. That's pretty much all I actually used. I watched a lot of videos, and most of the weapons I didn't like, or just how slow they are. The dual blades was pretty much the first weapon I chose and just kept on with it. Otherwise, I did use the bow gun, the light bow gun, for it was the slicing set to kill one specific mob the whole time, because it did not work out that great with the dual blade. My pelico is pretty much also just the normal Xeno dress, and then I used the Zark sword. And for the medals itself, we're gonna go through them. As you can see, 100%. All of these first ones are all normally, you just get them as you play it. The only ones that start this is for a quest, and then these are random based RNG. That's the worst part of the game, is the RNG, I would say, for these type of things. All the other medals, you'll get them as you play along. This is also, if you play long enough, you'll get them. Worst part, mini crown, the gold one, and the large crown, gold one. Took me a month to get these after I got the giant. For 10 of them, it took me a month between these, each one actually. Otherwise, there isn't much. That all these is just play and you will get them. This one I was thinking I wasn't gonna get, but it's actually quite not that hard. If you just play online, you're gonna get this. Actually, I would like to have an option where you can actually turn the notification off, because you'll be playing and that thing just pops up. Everything you do, it keeps on making a noise. And also, again, as you play, you'll just get that. For the quest arenas, they pretty much just need to be completed. Lots of B's and C's and 1A. I don't actually know how I got that. For the monster itself, here are my kills and the sizes. For the mount here at the bottom is a big thing. It's Jagras. For some reason I never captured it. It normally dies before that. That's a big thing about Jagras. Sometimes you need to capture it and then it dies even before the icon will pop up and say, okay, you have to stop now. Kaliaku, 62. These are, some of them were actually quite easy to get because of the Blossom event they come up. And as time goes on, some of the events, especially like the Mega Man one that had this very small tiny mob, that was actually that specific one. I struggled for more than a week to get a small version of that monster, and they just give it to you within a normal event. So, but I already had the plat before that, so it's quite stupid for that to happen. And Jairus of the, which one was the Baroth? Yeah, 3000. That was for the Street Fighter event. Also, just giving away a crown to that regard. Some of them you will see they are quite high, like especially the Pookie one. I don't know. That was for the small crown. It took forever to get that. The other ones that were actually quite, you will see one of them, this one, or to go on. That one, the number doesn't really represent how long I took to get the items for this one, because I did farm for the set, because it is actually quite low end set, and then for just a crit, so I used this one when I got to that point. I was able to that number, and Okran was the last one that I had to kill. This one is the one that I actually used the light bow gun for. It's just irritating to fight this boss with a dual blade. Most irritating at this point is I didn't even, as you can see, I just did it 4 times. It was just for the quest, just to get that done. Oh, Basil, or Beef Bomber. It's the second most annoying one at this point. Lava is most likely also again dual blade. Not that great. I actually was very lucky with this one. Very low count for the amount of times that I had to kill it. I will most likely capture this one. As soon as it can be captured, I will just capture it, because it's such an irritating fight for dual blades. Other ones would be even also again, this one is very high, 81. I actually saw when I was googling to get the crowns, there's a bunch of people saying, oh, you have to have this quest and this will give you they don't work. This is just a bunch of bullshit. What helped in the end was this one's, I don't know where the link or whatever is, but it actually again set the quest, but most important, before they started killing especially the elder dragons, before they say, okay, stand here, this is how it's gonna look. If it's in that space and it looks like that, you're gonna get the small of a big crown. That's the only thing that actually helped, because at some point I just logged in and out, and I was running out of actually investigations to get, especially the current one. I actually had to farm some ones again to get it, and of course there are 2 of the major ones that you don't get anything for, and that's pretty much that for the for moaning about the plat. Yeah, so the RNG in the game was actually pretty bad. For the even some, like I said, the RNG wise, there are some gems that I still don't even have at this point after playing 400, well actually yeah, 380 hours. I still haven't have some of the gems that's available in the game. Other than that, it is an awesome game. I will most likely be playing a lot more. There are a couple of events coming up, like the Devil May Cry event. So Sakura event is also coming up for the Street Fighter stuff. It's got the Alloy, got the Ryu. So that is, just getting them is fine, but yeah, I never use that stuff anyway. But thank you, have a nice day. Bye bye.